Futuristic Muvmintz. Who is ready? This is episode 12 of the 2020 Vision Behind the Music video series. Today we're going to discuss the song Futuristic Muvmintz. And it seems like y'all was waiting for this song to come out, man. I was waiting for this song to come out. The Lord was waiting for this song to come out. And we're going to discuss it right when we come back. All right, so Futuristic Muvmintz. This track went through a lot of versions, man. This happened about the time that we lost the hard drive, and I had to scurry to big tracks. I wanted to put out the song Futuristic Muvmintz because the song embodies what's coming up next for Salvation Records. You know what I mean? The thought pattern that we're going to possess from this point forward. But I wanted to end the album with hope and encouragement, and I also wanted to inspire people to make good decisions, you know what I mean, and to be a benefit to society. So that's the thought pattern of Futuristic Muvmintz. Was my way of to still tailor the album to sound like what I needed to sound, as the Lord had put upon my heart to take the album from self-reflection through the darkness and having relief, moments of joy, to that final leg of fighting the darkness to get home, to the encouraging word and the lightening of the mood. I mean, so Futuristic Muvmintz provides that. I created this beat entirely in Machina, exported to Pro Tools as usual, and finished it. I wrote all the lyrics and the melody for the hook and everything. I think, not to toot my own horn to brag, but I think I'm good with writing singing parts for songs that I'm writing. I mean, but it's just my vocals is not where I want it to be, so I hire external artists to do that. And like I said, it was a bit of a crunch, man. Like the history of the song went from having the beat and not writing the lyrics, and then I wrote the lyrics for it, and then I lost the original beat for it. But thank God that I had put the lyrics on my flash drive in the booth, so that, like, I had this habit of, as soon as I'm done writing a song, I put it on the flash drive and put it on inside the tablet in the booth, so that when I'm ready to go in there to drop something, I just pull it right up and we run, right? So I had the lyrics for it, but I didn't have the beat for it. So I went back and I made another beat for it, and I really wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, it's not really the kind of vein that I was looking for. So that beat I ended up throwing to the side, and then I made a third beat. You know what I mean? And it seems like the Lord was like, that's it. That's the one I want you to use. So through that third beat is when the final version that you get to hear on the album and through the single release. Of course, Chris Hall, by this point, we've discussed how she was hired to do a couple of tracks on this album. I knew Chris Hall from the work that me and her did together on the song Freedom for our 5th Christmas album. Yeah, for our 5th Christmas album. So like I said before, I'm into building relationship with artists. And so she was like, she has a golden voice. She has a great way to understand what I need and interpret that and deliver it. She's fast with her delivery times. Even though it was a crunch, I think, like, before I gave her the track, I think on Thanksgiving or the day before Thanksgiving, and I needed it back that Monday so I could mix and master it. So she's, of course, has her own family and affairs to deal with. So, but after she came back, that she was right on it. You know what I mean? And she got the stems to me in time, and I was able to incorporate her stems, mix the track, and she, the way she sang and added her own flavor to it, inspired me to go back and change some things and add some things. So with her being on so many songs already, I felt it was only right that I kind of ended our collaboration with her on this album with a track with me. The other song she was on was for Crystal Clear and Big Sticks, enhancing and adding flavor to their songs. but this was her opportunity just to work with me on a track. So Futuristic Muvmintz began with a 2-verse song, but it ended up to be like a Chris said it reminds him of Crystal Waters a little bit. La la dee, la da da. You know what I mean? To me, it reminds me of more of like a Tribe Called Quest, Jungle's Brothers kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It's very, very laid back. You know what I mean? So she laid her part, and when I got it back and imported the stems and things, like, ooh, she added some nice harmonies in there. So what I ended up doing was putting like a break at the end of the track, and let me slice their parts up and move them around where I needed them to be, and that's how that came about. I wanted the cover to be really futuristic looking. I have like 3 different versions I put on my Facebook post and let people cast their votes for what cover I should use for it, and the cover people voted for is the cover that I used, which was the skyline that was bright in the tall buildings. You know what I mean? I used our font and our color for the text, and okay, got people screaming out there playing with people. All right. You know, I gotta listen to make sure nothing's going wrong. Alright. So I wanted the cover to be futuristic, and when I picked, you know what I mean, I used our font and our color for the text, and I'm still in that omega of God's grace and glory, so I didn't show my face on this again. Like for the rest of this album, single releases, you won't see my face because I firmly believe that it's not about me at all. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna really see my face on album covers like that. So that's pretty much Futuristic Muvmintz, and it's got a real mainstream sound to it. I think of all the tracks I put out for this album, that's probably my best mixed and mastered song that I put out. Like, we're gonna go back and retweak some mixes and remaster the album as a whole before we put it out on CD. But as far as like single releases, I think that was my best mix and my best mastering attempt. You know what I mean? So that's Futuristic Muvmintz, man. It's our way to bring hope and encouragement towards the end of the album, and to end it on a good note, and to kind of set up what's going to be happening and the way we're going to be moving forward at Salvation Records with our other releases that's coming out next year. You know, we got Big Stig's got a couple of tracks. Crystal Clear's working on some things. I'm pretty much going to be focused on our Christmas album for next year, Volume 6. So, you know what I mean? So my focus is going to be there mostly. And I'll let Crystal Clear kind of take the wheel on getting the projects released to y'all. But that in a nutshell is Futuristic Muvmintz. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed the track. My mother loves the track. I heard several people send me messages about how they really love the track. Like, as soon as I put it up, within the first hour, I was getting messages about the track. So I'm appreciative of y'all support on that. You know what I mean? So that's Futuristic Muvmintz, man. Keep it moving with us, Salvation Records. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next episode. Next Movement Mondays on the next release. You see me on the streets, say hello. You know what I mean? Let me know that what we're doing is helping you. And I'll let you know that your listening is helping us. All right?
Come on now.
Yeah. The 2020 Vision Album is almost done, y'all. But the journey is far from over, so. It's Riel. Futuristic Muvmintz. Yo, Chris, I got my homegirl Chris Harvey on this one, man. We're gonna all show the world how we're some futuristic movements. Who is ready to break the chains? This world to be so deadly in the way that it aims. Let the heart of mankind until nothing remains. We're in love with the pain, hate and rage. So strange is the days in which we reign. Let's look to Jesus Christ to find a way. Turn the page to follow his light today. Become a future. feeling, so the mind with depression begins to be filled in. Hope is ejected, fear is ingested, weird is attention. Love for our brothers is drastically lessons. We've seen it before, the curse of Cain, a blood beast day in the floor. Morality swapped out for a return to score. No one can win, women deny God's and souls. And of course, this happens in the naughty. Now can see how this road we're traveling is tearing us down, and it only gets worse as many throwing the towel, accepting the death rather than fight for the crown. Daily we hearing how, daily we seeing people walking around mindless, infested with demons, blinded by darkness, falsehood believers. So falsehood is what society teaches. I reach you with Christ in my heart, yell the line, repent. The time for turning from my sins is now. Don't let your past mistakes leave you found. Submerge head deep in the lake of fire, eternally drown. Could be a futuristic movement. Who is ready to break the chains? This world to be so deadly in the way that it aims. Let the heart of mankind until nothing remains. We're in love with the pain, hate and rage. So strange is the days in which we reign. Let's look to Jesus Christ to find a way. Turn the page and follow his light today. Become a futuristic movement. What will be a futuristic movement? I'ma be a futuristic movement. Gonna be a futuristic movement. Futuristic movement. Futuristic movement. Futuristic movement. Come on now. It's like a walking through the valley of death with demons watching. Founders on their minds and breath. Their soul is rotten. Forgotten to go to rule. Fools think acting like a fool. I refuse to be moved. I see your demons mocking. Misguided in your thoughts and can't redeem your logic. Be folded quick like some dollar stuffed up in the pocket of the locksmith. Holder of the master key. Jehovah Jah provide to me the strength never to flee. Surrounded by these wannabes that want to be labeled a G, but there's only one God. The rest are idols and fleas. Some regret the pedestals will be withered to dust. In the light of God's glory, so it's God I trust. Futuristic movements, watch us refresh the wicked, the self-righteous is crushed. The underdogs had enough. Yes, we are the movement, the groove with the truth is we'll remain moving. Front if you wanna front, you'll remain foolish. Team rolling over you, we'll remain ruthless. Up to the point God blesses to give. You will fight your chance to change up the way that you live. The battle is his, the victory can be yours. No matter how you see, you must live in your choice, and paradise is given to those who adore to the end. I'm calling you there to lift up your voice to be a futuristic movement. Let us take it to the streets and keep on grooving. So high up in the sky we're cruising. This is the future, let us keep on moving. And as we climb we'll shine so bright. And one at a time, this world is yours and mine. You know we'll keep it alive for you. Futuristic movement. In the future we gon' keep it moving. Yeah. Right now we're in the futuristic movement. Right now.